Hello, this is Sean Kosofsky. I am the Nonprofit Fixer, and this is the latest installment in our Nonprofit Fixer video series. So I'm doing a series of videos today about blog posts or tools that are on my website that I hadn't yet done videos for. So some of this may sound familiar, but I wanted to do a video because some folks engage with video differently. Today I want to talk really quickly about when is it time to leave a nonprofit when you're an executive director. Are you clinging too long? How do you know when it's time to actually leave the organization? This can apply for a lot of people, but most specifically I'm talking to executive directors here. So I'm just going to go through some of the top line points on this, and for more detail head over to mindthegapconsulting.org, and below on YouTube you'll see the link to exactly where this resource is, this handout, and it's a great more flushed out resource for how to think about when it's time to leave. So I'm just going to breeze through some of these reasons why. One is if you're bored. If you are no longer excited or stimulated by the job, it might be time for you to leave as an executive director. If you're burned out, if something has gone on in your personal life or professional life that gives you, it no longer gives you the joy of the job, or you've just been put through the ringer and you just don't have it in you anymore, you're burned out, it might be time to leave. Also, if you have founder's syndrome, if you've been there since the beginning and you're clinging too much to the work, everything is taken personally, you get defensive when anyone criticizes the organization, especially if you've been there since the beginning. If you have founder's syndrome and you just are clinging too much to the job, it might be time to think about an exit. Also, year markers. These are good excuses to go. I've been here 5 years, I've been here 15 years, I've been here 25 years, it's time to go. Using a year marker could be a good excuse to say I'm actually looking for my exit for whatever my next opportunity is. And also another excuse or another reason people will use is, are you actually hurting the organization? So is staying stagnating the organization or somehow not giving it the ability it needs to grow or get to the next level? If that's the case, then maybe you should think about leaving. Also, what got you here won't get you there. People say this a lot, but the skills that got you to the place you're at, where you've taken the organization, might not be the skills that will take the organization to the next level. So that's another reason to think about leaving. Diversity considerations. Sometimes we should just share power. If you're a white dude and you've been running the organization for 20 years and there's a bench of people that could lead the organization that will help it grow in new and interesting ways because they are women, people of color, disabled, whatever, LGBTQ. Move over and let someone else lead. Sharing power is really critical in nonprofits and in any institution. If you're getting rigid or annoyed, that's part of burnout, but also a little bit of some other things. So if those things are happening a lot at work, maybe it's time to think about leaving. Also, if the team joy has been sapped, maybe new leadership could be used at the organization. And finally, if it's just gotten too cushy, too comfortable, if you've lost your edge and you're no longer putting in the good fight because the position has just gotten too comfortable, it might be time to leave. So find out more about these different reasons why an ED might want to leave their nonprofit over at mindthegapconsulting.org/resources. Share this with your friends, and I'd love your feedback. Thanks so much.